Hey, hi, this is day 5 of my 7-day speaking challenge. Today I'm thinking something interesting. Why do we feel embarrassed when we make mistakes in English but not in our own native language? See, I completely understand this is very common with everyone who is learning English. So, whenever they make mistake, they feel so embarrassed. But when it comes to our native language, we all make mistakes. Sometimes we fumble, sometimes we use ka ki jagah ki, and sometimes other mistakes, but we don't think twice. We didn't take that mistake as big as we do in English language. That's why my question is, why do we feel so embarrassed when we make mistakes in English? Even whenever we make small mistake, we feels like that we made a very huge, very big mistake, and we feel so embarrassed, feel judged. Is it because we attach status to English? Is it because we think people will judge my intelligence based on it? Or is it because we don't want to look less capable? What is the exact reason of feeling so embarrassed when we make even tiny mistakes in English language? But here's a one more question. Are we actually being judged, or are we judging ourselves more than others? To be honest, I cannot answer this question. I only can answer for myself, and vice versa. You cannot answer for everybody why they feel embarrassed when they speak English, when they make mistakes, when they are so conscious about their pronunciation, their accent, or anything about their English. You cannot answer. You only answer about yourself. What is your reason of feeling embarrassment while making mistakes in English language, but when it comes to your native language you feel very normal? You don't even point out that, you don't even notice those mistakes. If we look at my last 5 days when I started this 7-day speaking challenge, I started by feeling so embarrassed. My first video will watch. You can feel the embarrassment, the mistakes I made, the maybe the tenses, the grammar, the sentences structures. There are so many mistakes I made in that video if you watch my first day. And look at me now. I'm not telling you that I overcome all the mistakes, all the fears, all the embarrassment that I had, but it is reducing. The embarrassment I had in my first video, the I was so conscious, I was so anxious. I was just thinking about how am I going to look in that video? How people will perceive me? What if people judge me? Am I looking stupid? Am I embarrassing myself? Like, there was so much question. But the point is, the main thing is, those thoughts, those fear, those embarrassment didn't stop me to start the 7-day speaking challenge. I am on my 5th day. I've completed my 5 days. That is not a small thing. It's a big deal. And that's what most important thing is. Like I talk about one of my video, how important is you produce, like how actually speaking, not just understanding. We consume so much content in English, we completely understand, but when it comes to speaking, we feel hesitate, we feel embarrassed, we are so afraid to make mistake, we are so afraid to actually speak. And when it comes to speaking in public with bunch of people, we become more underconfident, more anxious, more conscious. So this is what we have to change. If we don't change this habit, we will never learn this language. If we never speak, we never learn English. Even any language, it's all about output. When you actually start speaking, you learn more than you learn on those videos that you watch. The content you consume in English, you learn more. Face real situation. When you choose to speak in public with your cousin, with your friend, with your mother, with your sister, with anybody, when you choose to speak, you are facing your fear. And when you face your fear, it starts to reducing. And that's what we actually should focus on. Just focus on speaking now. And when you train your output muscle, then focus on the other thing that is important, that enhance your language. But for now, just focus on producing, focus on the opportunities that you get to speak in public. Choose it, speak up, face your fear, show up for yourself. I was also very afraid to started this 7-day series, but I did. And guess what? It reduces my fear so much. How only 5 days can change so many things. It just didn't reduce my embarrassment. It gives me more confidence, more clarity. I become little more articulate, more good at communication, more good at delivering my thoughts, more good at making sentence structure, right sentence structures, little bit fluency. I stumble little less. I fumble little less. The quantity is very less, but still that counts because बूंद बूंद से सागर बनता है, right? So if I ignore these tiny improvements, tiny changes, I won't stick with this journey because these are the things that fuel us, that motivates us to do more, to stick with this journey, to do more hard work, to learn, to get better at it. So that's we need to understand and acknowledge your even tiny small improvements, your efforts, your time that you are putting in to learn it, to get better at it. So these are very important things, but often we just ignore this. We don't take that much seriously, but we have to. And apart from reducing my embarrassment, my tolerance become much higher. Tolerance of fear. I used to fear very tiny things, very less thing that nobody even noticed them, but with time, with effort, it started to reducing, and that's what matter, right? So that's it for this video, and I hope you liked it video, it helped you. And if it did, so please like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss day 6 of my 7-day speaking challenge. And let me know your thoughts about this video, about what embarrassed you when it comes to learning English. And see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring. Thank you.